I'm happy to bring to you SB1, which is a long-term solution to our transportation infrastructure problem in California. Now, members, you know how bad our roads are, and their conditions have been made worse by our recent winter weather. Unfortunately, California, at this point, ranks 45th nationally overall in highway condition. Now, there's a price to be paid for this long-term neglect. California's crumbling roads cost drivers $762 each year in unnecessary vehicle repairs. The legislature has not increased the funding in transportation for 23 years, and as a result, road repairs now receive only 50% of the value of the funding they did back in 1994. So SB1 fixes that.
And I want to once again applaud my colleague from San Jose for his doggedness over the past 2 years, but also his stellar working knowledge of every aspect of a very complex issue and a very complicated bill. As the chair of the Senate Budget Committee, I just felt compelled to stand when I was concerned based on some comments I heard made by some of our colleagues who express a lack of confidence or trust in our budgetary process in terms of some of the leaders of our state agencies of this state. And I would just remind us, colleagues, that we ultimately have fiduciary responsibility over the budget process. And that requires that all of us show up from beginning to end of budget hearings and dig in and do the deep, hard work. We have fiduciary responsibility. And it's one thing to stand on the floor and say I don't have confidence. It's another thing to show up to budget hearings on Thursdays when it may not be convenient because you're trying to get plane rides home to your districts, to put in the work, to do the work, to read the documents and fundamentally understand what we're voting on and what's being proposed and what compiles our general fund. And so if we're gonna be committed, then we have to be committed from beginning to end.
Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. Aye. Anderson. Atkins. Aye. Bates. No. Bell. Aye. Berryhill. Bradford. Aye. Cannella. Aye. De Leon. Aye. Dodd. Aye. Fuller. No. Gaines. No. Galgiani. Aye. Glazer. No. Hernandez. Aye. Hertzberg. Aye. Hill. Aye. Weso. Aye. Jackson. Aye. Lara. Aye. Leva. Aye. McGuire. Aye. Mendoza. Aye. Mitchell. Aye. Monning. Aye. Morlock. No. No. Morrell. No. Newman. Aye. Wynn. No. Nielsen. No. Pan. Aye. Portantino. Aye. Roth. Aye. Skinner. Aye. Stern. Aye. Stone. No. Vidak. No. Wykowski. Aye. Wiener. Aye. Wilk. No.
Ayes 27, noes 11 on the urgency. Ayes 27, noes 11. The measure passes.